Welcome to Aunty K's, your favorite radical queer indigenous auntie, bringing you tarot every day. Hello everyone, and welcome to Aunty K's Tarot. So, I pulled these cards yesterday. I took a picture of them because I realized I didn't actually have time to film a video before work. So, I'm going to do it today. And I asked the question, is the U.S. really going to put an arms embargo on Israel? And, I struggle to believe they will. Some of it's the wording of the letter itself. It says they may, for one thing, which is different than we will impose some restrictions. It's we may, so we might take action. The other part of the wording that stood out, that was pointed out by one of the journalists in the who's in the press briefings, if you've watched those online. He pointed out that the wording of it implied that it didn't impact the 3 whatever billion that the US gives to Israel every year, that it's actually just further packages, like all these extras that they've been sending. And the press secretary guy, Miller, he wouldn't answer that reporter's question and clarify whether it meant that main promise that's so many billion every year, or if it's just extra stuff. So those are interesting things to note. And so I pulled cards. I should talk about the decks I'm using. I used a crossroads spread, and in the center of the spread, I used my Haters Exposed Evil Eye Oracle cards. Interestingly, I mostly use this deck in work readings, not relationship readings. Okay, and what I got was chaos and fights in your love connections, and remote viewing, looking into your life with their mind. So this is really going to speak to the relationship that the two settler states have with each other, U.S. and Israel. And I think this speaks to technology. I don't think it's actually speaking to psychic remote viewing. Not that I don't think American government is involved in that, but I think the more obvious form of remote viewing is our world of cameras everywhere. That just makes the most sense. I used the Tarot Moody. The shadow card for this reading is the Four of Cups. It's quite an interesting reading. It's coins and cards about relationships. That's what this reading is. And what is the basis and the foundation of the situation? It's the Ten of Coins. And in the tarot, the open reading, I remembered a line in the Ten of Coins basic description at the back. Some might be getting more than others. And so I pulled out the book to confirm it. And I like the words that are in the book. And we're going to look at this reading through those words, all right? So 10 of coins, abundance, intense activity in practical affairs, material, success, and achievements. Some might be getting more than others. This is the foundation of the situation, of the relationship between these two genocidal settler colonies. And this is the basis of it and what it's about. It is about material success and the chaos that this relationship of love and money is based on. And what is the underlying motivation of the outcome of the decision, whether or not there'll be an arms embargo? The Lover's card. There's no greater love than a parent and child, especially a narcissistic parent and their narcissistic offspring, the one who emulates them in the family. And you see this in throughout the tight-knit relationships of the Western world, the parent empires of colonialism, like England and France and Holland and Germany and Spain, like, although they're, voicing some concerns. But the other parent empires who were successful, they love their colonies, especially the one of their colonies that stood up and, became master of the world. They love that colony the most, right? The so-called USA. And you see this in their creation of so-called Israel. And like, the reality is that relationship that the U.S. and Israel have is based on an adoration of, look at you, you're just like me. That's really what it's based on. And of course, financial success. Because if you didn't, that would just, why bother? Okay. So what is coming in and impacting the situation? Trying to carve a niche for yourself in an existing system. So like this is, so-called Israel, the settler evil offspring. That's what they're trying to do. Ambition, endurance, and independent thinking bear long-term fruits. So we're seeing that their actions are really, impressing their narcissistic stepdad. Like, this or whoever the U.S. is to Israel, like, I think it's complicated. Europeans are sort of known for having complicated royal marriages. So, they're ultimately still making them happy, but causing a niche is kind of uncomfortable. So what is the outcome? And we have the Page of Coins. It is in reverse. Lack of clear purpose, thinking in terms of past achievements, missed present opportunities. Even in the upright, it's like untapped potentials are within reach, tangible success at the beginning, a solid material base as further achievement. Like, even in the upright, we're still looking at the material achievement. But like in this reverse position, the focus is to this past foundation. Like, I have to achieve this level of success. And guess how this level of success was achieved? And to cause out this niche, like, they're going to let this child, this page, like, have their way in an ongoing pursuit of their success, even if, like, they keep making mistakes and dropping everything, because those mistakes are not mistakes within the Western mindset. They're only mistakes to the rest of us who still have humanity. Um, and so, yeah, that's where I'm going with that. Four of Cups is the shadow card, a collection of people with a history and a sense of belonging, commitment to the group at the price of giving up personal interests. And yeah, at the sake of its own personal interests, the U.S. will maintain its sadistic commitment to its evil offspring.